The Carolina Panthers, one of the worst rosters in the league with the worst passing offense in the NFL. Led by Derek Brown and J.C. Horn on the defensive end, the Panthers are still looking for its true leader on offense as the team waits to see if Bryce Young can become the franchise QB they've always envisioned. After making additions in the offseason, signing guys like Patrick Jones and Rico Dowdle, the Panthers are chasing their first playoff berth in almost a decade. Along with these free agency signings, they were able to add several young stars to the team through the draft with newly acquired top 10 pick Tetairoa McMillan, edge rusher Nick Scorton, safety Lathan Ransom, and more. Our goal with this team now is to transform the front office's vision into reality. Make Bryce Young our franchise QB, use our new young weapons on both sides of the ball to win games, and finally make our way into the postseason. Be sure to follow along here on this journey through one of the NFL's toughest rebuilds to see if we can finally get Carolina their first Super Bowl. Here, what is going on, boys? Welcome back to episode 6 of the Carolina Panthers franchise rebuild. Hope you guys are doing well and enjoyed the last episode. If you missed it, go back and check it out. If not, you'll know that we had a pretty close game against the Dolphins, winning 14-7 at the last second. It was a pretty ugly performance all around from Bryce Young. Our offense was not moving the way I wanted it to in the second half, even though we started super strong. The defense, on the other hand, was amazing. We had a pick, we had 7 sacks, we were all over the field. Dolphins could not move. And the only way they threw a touchdown was because I gave one up trying to user the corner against a deep throw, which I will not do anymore moving forward. In today's episode, we'll be taking on the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott, who is one of the better quarterbacks we'll have faced all year. A little nervous to see how our secondary handles that, but I think we'll be up for the challenge. Now that I just simmed through week 5 of the NFL season, if you take a look on the screen here, we've got a defensive line breakout. This is exciting because we've got a lot of young pieces on defense, and really any of them would be pretty helpful. I have a feeling it's going to be Nick Scorton, but I'm not 100%, so let's go ahead and jump into it and see what we have to do. Looks like we've got a Derek Brown breakout to get him to X Factor. I'm not going to lie, this is probably the least helpful out of all of the ones it could have been, but I'll still take it. We have to get him 4 tackles for loss, I believe. 4 tackles or tackles for loss should get Derek Brown his upgrade, which will get him to X Factor. That is exciting. After bringing all that into review, nothing else to be said really. It's time to get into the game. It's going to be Cowboys versus Panthers in Dallas. We've got a breakout on the line for Derek Brown. Don't want to forget that. But I'm not going to make it the point of the game. If he gets the TFLs on his own, great. If not, it's okay. He's still a superstar. If it was someone like Nick Scorton, I'd probably push for it a bit more because he's younger. Derek Brown going from superstar to X Factor realistically only does so much. All right, starting on the kickoff here, Dallas is going to open with the ball, which we do like to see. We always prefer to start on defense. I just feel like it gets, with a stop, the momentum going. And I feel like it's a little harder to start on offense just to get that flow. So hopefully we can keep the Cowboys out of that early. A huge hit out of DJ Johnson. What a great user. I don't like that Nick Scott is out on the field. Hopefully this is a run. It's not, but I'm there. And we are all over Dak on the first play. Patrick Jones with a huge sack for 5 yards, bringing it to 2nd and 15. Trevin Wallace, a little bit of a quieter game for his standards last week. Nothing insane. No way we're breaking all these tackles. That's Javonte Williams. That's not prime Zeke. Not letting that happen again. This has got to be a pass. I'm playing underneath. Oh my goodness, it's a run on 3rd and 13? You psychos. They weren't even like trying to get that. I mean, they somehow almost did at the same time, but geez, that was not what I expected. Almost honestly caught me off guard that they ran it. Gonna open up with a run here, see if we can get something going. Absolutely not. Darnell Washington let up his block, and we are going backwards for 2. No play actions. None of these boots. Maybe a couple if they're wide open, but I'm gonna take pocket passes. Bryce is a pocket passer. I don't know why I haven't been. I don't know what that catch animation was, but that was not what we were looking for. And now we're looking at 3rd and 12. Poker might have inside leverage here. No, he does not. Oh my goodness, Leggett was wide open, dude. Again, that's me with the scrambling. That's on me. That's a bad habit. I run, and I really don't need to. If I just stay in that pocket, trust my offensive line for a few more seconds, I've probably got a wide open touchdown, or at least a one-on-one look with the safety. We already got one stop, though. We just got to come out and do it again. I'm going to shift our line over, make sure we're ready for the run. Dak's going to take off. Slides after a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Only 3 down linemen. I feel like they might run it. Oh, and we're all over that. Trevin Wallace blew that guy up. I think that was Javonte Williams. I mean, we couldn't have read that any better. And that backs him up for 3rd and 6. They are out in a pass. And just got to make sure everything's covered here. Damani Richardson with the pick, and he stays in bounds. The control. Get that block. Oh, my goodness. We get around that tight end. We could be gone for a touchdown. Coming back out on offense after an early turnover. We're going to hit him with a run. See if Chuba can get outside on a stretch. Ooh, I tried to cut that back up the middle, and it just did not work. I'm not running that play action corner. I'm not trusting it right now. We got Jimmy Horn Jr. out on the field, who we don't see too often. He is still, got to keep in mind, our fastest receiver. We've got McMillan open underneath. Jump. I'm going to pull off a hurdle in one of these games. I promise you that. I will keep going for them if they keep leaving the opportunity. For those of you guys who do wonder, by the way, in case anybody is curious, the playbooks I use the Rams playbook for offense and the Chiefs playbook for defense. I find them both to be pretty user-friendly. If you're not someone who knows, like, all the perfect formations, routes, audibles, combos, it's a good playbook to use. It gets receivers open. It utilizes everybody on the offense. I really enjoy it. It's a little bit wide receiver one heavy, as expected. I mean, look at what Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua do with Stafford when he's the wide receiver one. But that's okay for Madden. You kind of want to have that one guy who you just feed the ball to constantly. And that guy for us is Tedero McMillan, who just got locked up. That was unfortunate. I'm actually looking at Horn underneath. Jimmy Horn Jr. He doesn't get a lot of reps, but when he does, he makes them count. Grabbing the first down for us on a huge third. And I think we've got a pretty good lane to take this run up the middle, honestly. If we can get Kenny Clark. Oh, yeah. I'll take 6 yards on a run play every day. Overshown, that big linebacker, number 6 in the middle of the field, is the one we got to worry about. We had the blocking, actually. I just could not get around that. I think Washington here on an out route might have his man. He might be able to box him out. Oh, yeah, they blitzed. Oh, yeah, they blitzed. Touchdown, Panthers. That was good. We didn't try any stupid play actions that, like, scrambled Bryce out. Didn't throw on the run. We mixed in Chuba when we could, even if it didn't get us crazy results. We got first downs. We played well, and we got in the end zone. All right, here we go. Dallas with the ball coming out here, and I would imagine maybe just an inside zone. I'm kind of trying to bait this throw to 87. And it did not go to 87, and instead went to 88. CeeDee Lamb, who takes it up the middle to the 45. The Cowboys, I feel like, are easier, even though, in my opinion, they have better receivers, are easier to run man coverage against than the Dolphins were, just simply because of the speed. In this game, 95 plus speed can get you open no matter what. I've seen guys take 60 overall, 98, 99 speed receivers, and they're 90 plus X factors within 2 years. That's just Madden's logic. If you're faster, you're always going to be open. And thankfully, that's not the case in the NFL, but it seems to be in their game. I don't know what just happened there. That should have been DPI. If you guys see that, there was some sort of like speed zoom. I laid that motherfucker out. I don't know how that just happened. You're going to have to watch that play back. But the important thing is they didn't complete it. We've got another chance. They're still out here in 5 wide. So they're pretty pass heavy right now. Oh my goodness, Corey Thornton almost gets mossed going for the pick, but breaks it up. 4th and 11. Leggett might have some leverage here. Oh, McMillan is a first down, 100%, if he can get around that corner. Yikes, 3rd and 1. Normally, I think you call for an inside run on this play. You just go straight up the middle. Because of that, I'm going to call a stretch and see if we can get anything big. I'm switching this play over, and I'm going to motion. Actually, it looks like it's man coverage, so I'm going to keep Washington over there. We're going to run it to the weak side with Chuba. He gets around. Oh, yeah, that's the type of big play I was looking for. Just instead of gaining a yard or 2, we gain 10. You take that every day. I remember a time when the Vikings and Panthers had a play like that. Panthers were down. It was 3rd or 4th and 1. Jonathan Stewart up the middle. They all thought it was going to be just a run right there, and he broke free for like a 60-yard touchdown. One of the best plays I ever watched. And that was one of the worst. We get a 0 gain, 2nd and 10. Coming out in 4 verticals. I honestly think Darnell can moss them if I can get a good high point pass. And I was right. Wasn't necessarily the highest point pass that I could have thrown, but he makes the grab in double coverage and breaks the tackle. Way to make a play, Darnell. He's open again. I'm going to give it to him. Tried to spin there. Probably shouldn't be spinning with a 6'7" tight end, I'm going to be honest. Don't want to forget about Chuba. Now we will actually run it up the middle. See if they're prepared for this or not. They've got some good speed at linebacker, so that's the only reason I'm nervous about running it. Gonna flip this play to the weak side. Make sure we're not running towards Kenny Clark at all. And they were all over it and ready. That's going to bring out the field goal unit. Got to get a redemption out of last game. Make sure we can actually drill this, because if we can't, then he's definitely off the team. But nope, 40 is good. 10-0 to take the lead. Still in the second quarter. Lots of football left to be played, but I'm feeling confident with the Carolina Panthers continuing their win streak over the Cowboys here. All right, DJ Johnson out here in coverage. I'm not the biggest fan of. I brought him down for the run just in case, and I accidentally switch-sticked onto the wrong player afterwards. Really thought that was going to be a handoff. I hit pretty hard there. Ransom, what do you got for me here? You got a pick is what you got on the crosser underneath. That was not my zone at all. But Ransom comes along and makes the play. I mean, it's getting too easy at this point. I definitely got to up these sliders. Although I say that, who knows? The Cowboys might actually just come back and win this game. McMillan with a... Oh. My game like stuttered there for a second. McMillan with a nice play underneath though. We take those. We take those. Would love to actually get in the end zone this drive. Oh, Chuba. Oh my goodness. How do you get sucked into that? You have a wide open lane and you're telling me with one arm, the linebacker being blocked grabs out and drags my running back to the ground? That's where Madden gets a little bit unrealistic for me. Poker with a spin move. Nasty move. That was insane. Out jukes two guys and he's in for the touchdown. Bryce with 2 touchdowns on the day. Although we started last game like this and it ended up kind of going down the drain quick. So let's make sure we don't let that happen again. I don't think Derek Brown has any TFLs on the day. I'm going to be honest. Which does suck because really wanted to get him the X Factor. But I'm not going to throw the game for it. Oh my goodness, I tried to go for that pick. Merrick able to get the tackle there down to the 33. That was not at all what I intended to do. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Dallas driving though. I've got the tight end. I think it's Ferguson. Oh yeah, that blitz came through easy and Wallace makes the tackle for a sack of -8 yards. Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly, Shaq Thompson. Panthers have always had pretty good linebackers. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Merrick almost had that interception. If you guys didn't see that there. He jumped that. He was just a little bit out of position. A blitz here. And if we can... if I can click on and make a play, I cannot. And they get a touchdown on 3rd and 14. I thought I was going to click on and make the tackle. I thought it was a little underthrown. I went to go down for the ball. It was not. He caught it in stride. I'll try to see like... I tried to dive there. This is where I tried to dive. Like a second he catches it, I tried to dive, which is why I'm holding my stick down and hitting X. He just doesn't, and the Dallas Cowboys get in for 7, making it 17-7 before half with 1:25 to go. No need to play too aggressive here. Honestly, the Panthers have a 10-point lead with 1.5 left. We can just try to run, get out of the half, and get the ball back. Starting off with a little handoff to Chuba. Oh, I thought I was going to have that spin. His spin move really isn't all that good. 10 carries, 32 yards. Not incredible stats, but not the worst. Got a little inside zone with Leggett in the backfield blocking. Kind of like that. Although it did not pay off. 2nd and 9. Dallas is not using their timeouts, meaning I'm just going to run this ball. Mitchell Evans, Brady Christensen, our backup guard in at fullback. And Bryce Young is sacked before he gets the ball off. Are you kidding me? I don't know if I've ever seen the CPU do that. That was crazy. They're in prevent already, it looks like. I'm okay with. We're going to take the easy yards to McMillan. We got to block up the field. And can I get... I'm just going to use a timeout. I was going to say, can I get one more play off? I've got one more timeout. We got one shot at the end zone here if we want to take it. Darnell Washington, corner route, 6'7" target in the back right there. No, we cannot. But Rico Dowdle's got the middle... Had the middle of the field wide open, and he drops it. That's okay. We'll take our 3. That should be money. And we're going to go into the lead 20, right? 20-7. I'll take that. Time on our side. We can just kind of play run heavy. Oh my goodness, ETN with another spin. Down to the 34. Might honestly be one of our best returns of the year. That's what I'm saying, though. Those spin moves, even if they don't have, like, super good velocity, they work. All right, Bryce, what do you got for me here? Nothing at all. 2nd and 24. I'll hit Coker. Nice little gain of 9, 3rd and 15. I would hate to start the second half stalled here. That just is not how I want this game to go. Ooh, Coker's, he was guarded. I gotta throw this away. Why did I just slide? I clicked the button to throw it away. What the hell was that? It's like Bryce just gave up. I clicked right stick, which is throw the ball away. And Bryce just gave up instead. I don't know what that was. Nonetheless, we are now punting the ball. Exactly what I didn't want to happen. And they are pretty much starting in our territory, right around the 50 at the 48-yard line. What do we got? What do we... Oh, that's wide open. I think that was my man. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Hit sticking in this game is awful. What is the point of adding a mechanic where you hit with all your force and might and saying, oh, but if you mistime it by a millisecond, then it's like throwing a doll at the player? I don't get it, dude. I just do not get it. What I do get, though, is Nick scored in on a huge sack, pushing the Cowboys back, probably out of field goal range now, to 2nd and 18. Although I say that, they do have a superstar kicker, so I'm not sure really if that's going to keep them out of field goal range just yet. I actually ran over there perfectly, and I took my eye off of my player to see if we were going to get pressure, and I overran. What do we got here, Ransom? Can we bait a little pick here? No, we cannot. Tell me bro, what? I'm sorry, Trevor Wallace dives there like 4 yards before the first down, and you're telling me he gets that? I'm gonna blitz here. I don't feel like I never blitz. Oh, doesn't matter. In for the TFL. Bro, Trevor Wallace is gonna get the breakout that Derek Brown needs. He's gonna have 3 or 4 TFLs before the end of this game. What do we got here? We're on the running back. All right, I like that. Give him a little angle route or something. Oh my goodness. He breaks a tackle. I almost had that. I almost had my mitts on that. Who was on that player? That was man coverage, and there was no man there. Guys, I'm sorry again. My camera, I can't help it right now. I'm going to have to look into this afterwards, but I just need to get this episode done. We're going to move forward. I don't know how long I was frozen for. I do apologize. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. The majority of this is going to be gameplay anyway, so it shouldn't matter too much for you guys. And I come back from a frozen camera and give up a touchdown because I was ranting about the camera instead. Dude, I gotta lock in. The Cowboys are actually almost back in this game. It is a one-score. A touchdown gives them the lead. Bryce has got to come out here and play some smart football. So does Chuba, though. I keep saying Bryce, but as much as I call Bryce's name, we still run the ball a lot. Chuba is a big part of the success that we have on this team. And that wasn't Chuba in there. That was Rico Dowdle. Chuba might be tired. I haven't seen him in a few plays. We got Jonathan Brooks in now, who should not be on the field. I put him to the bottom of the depth chart because he's injured and out for the season. Oh, McMillan. Oh my goodness. 5 catches, 81 yards. What a play. Chuba must have been so worn out because he is not coming back into the game. So we're stuck with Rico, which I'm fine with. Honestly, it's perfect for this game because A, he's great. He was a 1,000-yard rusher last season. B, he played for the Cowboys. So this is a good little revenge game to get him. Okay. Rico Dowdle, you're in now. So we're moving with that. Let's see what we got. I've got nothing. I got to throw it away. Did I just get intentional grounding? I don't think I was out of the pocket. Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, either way, it was a sack. Jonathan Brooks. I'm going to try not to use Jonathan Brooks. He really should not be in this game. But if I have to win, dude, more pressure coming in. Back-to-back plays. We haven't given up a sack all game, and this drive we give up 2. What are we doing? Coker on a corner. Leggett on a post. Washington also on a post. But I want to custom stem his out. All right, here we go. Yikes, back-breaking animation. He actually almost had it. Good coverage on the punt return. Gave up a few yards, but nothing crazy. Let's switch back into some zone coverage and make sure We're not giving up anything insane. DJ Johnson in at linebacker. He's great for stopping the run, which he's going to almost come in and do right now, but instead get sucked into a block animation and give up a first down. Let's hop into cover 3 here. I'm going to play underneath. I think they're going to throw it short if it's not a run. If it is a run, I want our guys close. JC in on the play. Good stop. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter where the Panthers are up 20-14 in a close game here against the Cowboys. This is one of those trap games where their record really doesn't reflect how good the team is. Like I said before, I gave them their credit. CD is one of the best receivers in this game, and Dak at 32 is still a superstar quarterback. He's no joke. They've got a good interior offensive line. They've been able to punch the ball up the middle on us. And I don't even think we've had a turnover. They got some big stops, like a couple sacks, and they're in this game still. A touchdown here gives them the lead. Oh my goodness, I bit so hard on that. Patrick Jones out in coverage, able to make the stop. Way to be. 2nd and 8. That play action got me. This looks like a run. I mean, all their sets have honestly looked like runs this game. Or this drive, I should say. Oh, I wanted to get through. That was my zone, too. Bro, no way the fullback is breaking a hit stick from JC Horn. I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm not going to pass commit, run commit. Like, I don't think it's worth it. I'm going to play underneath. It's a short field. I've got everybody playing the run for whatever reason. And that's going to bring us to 1st and goal for the Cowboys on the 2-yard line. Okay, this time I will run commit up the middle. I don't see how they don't run it up the middle. Got JC Horn over there on the right, or on the left. Trayvon Morg on the left. Another easy stuff. 3rd and goal from the 6. Holding them here would be massive. And they're not running this time. Interesting. CD might have him. JC Horn with the huge tackle on the 1. And they're going to go for it to tie the game. 20-14, 3.5 minutes left. The Cowboys just need a yard. And it's a read option? That was not the play. Derek Brown in on the TFL. That might help his breakout. And the Cowboys are stuffed. Now, we are in a dangerous part of the zone. Or the field. Why did my blockers get pushed? No, I gotta watch that one back. Darnell, and he gets bullied all the way to the backside. I bounce off of him. I'm not fitting through that hole. I should have gone vertical with it. I get pushed back. I try to get out really quick. This is where I change direction. You can see I try to change direction. I'm stuck on my own tight end's legs, and they get the safety. They get the ball back, and it's still thankfully a 4-point game, so a field goal still doesn't do anything for them. It's been a clean game, but a touchdown makes it all disappear. Oh my goodness. Javonte Williams, I was talking trash on before, saying I'm not worried about him. He's nothing special. He's not that good. 88 speed, 78 overall. I'm thinking, we got this. No, he has had a great game against us. Him and Moser both have been running a lot on us. And I missed the tackle there. Thankfully, he doesn't get past us. It's 3rd and 2. All right, a stop here makes up for everything. Stop here makes up for everything. It's a pass. We know this. And we've got huge interior pressure. Bobby Brown, the big boy defensive tackle, in on the stop. And we're going to get this ball right back. Thank goodness, dude. We got to do something. We got to do something with it for sure. Renfro to return it. Little spin. And out to the 25. Not bad. Not bad. This drive, any points this drive might put this game away. Oh my goodness, Darnell. Go. Go. Huge. Oh, I like this play. All right. I think Leggett is an easy first. Yeah, they're playing really backed up for whatever reason. I'm not sure. They just don't want to give up a touchdown, which is fair. A touchdown puts this game away. A field goal technically keeps it in play. Show me what you got, Bryce. I'm giving you one chance here to throw on the run. Do not fuck it up. And he doesn't. And he doesn't. First down, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning. I think we can just run the ball here. I don't want to risk throwing an interception. I think this is the smart play, just to run. Oh, Rico. That was not the best run play, honestly. We should have heavy favorite numbers over here. And Sanders just cannot block, dude. This is why we traded for your replacement. You can't help unless you have the ball in your hands, and you don't get open a lot. We got to throw here. We got to go for the first. A first down puts this game away. I'm going for it. Oh my goodness, what was that block shed? That was insane. Watch that back. That was the craziest block shed I've ever seen in this game. Instantly got to me. And we're punting it. Okay, a nice short punt though. Hopefully keeps them backed up. Oh my goodness. How is he still up? I'm playing with Wallace and I'm shooting this gap. If Mostert gets the ball, I'm blowing him up. It's a slip screen. And I missed. I should have clicked on to someone else. Dallas has, I think, 1 timeout left. So they've kind of got to drive. Oh, no, they've got no timeouts left. Okay, then they're going to be in hurry up pretty much the entire time. If I need to make any defensive adjustments, I will call a timeout. Otherwise, I left my man wide open in my zone. But thankfully, the line gets to him. All right, I'm watching the outside. I think CD on an out route here might be their go-to look. It was an in route. I don't know why that looked like bench to me, dude. New formation, still probably passing. Oh my goodness, he's got one wide open down the field. Dude, Jalen Tolbert burnt me. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but Wallace could not keep up with him, and I'm going to cover too. I need a switch. Oh my goodness, my zones are all flipped around, bro. What is this? Lathan Ransom with the game-sealing pick. My zones were all flipped around that play, and I was trying to get them in the right positions. The Cowboys quick spiked me, and the rookie comes in for, I think, his second pick of the game and ends up sealing it for us. What a play. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty good off that. I'm gonna give Rico a run. Hurdle. Oh, I'm playing with fire here, dude. Out without an interception. That's all I wanted to do. We get the dub. Panthers move to 6-0 in the regular season. Checking in on the player stats here. Bryce, not an insane game, but a clean game. 201 yards, 2 touchdowns on 68% completion. Much better from last week. Dak had 3 picks thrown. That's where they lost it. Rushing on the ground, Chuba had 12 for 41. Rico, 9 for 26. Nothing actually really impressive. And I thought Javonte had a better day against us too, but he really didn't. They had Jalen Tolbert with the game's leading receiver, 92 yards on 3 catches. Yeah, he did burn us to that 1 big touchdown. Tedderell McMillan, 5 for 81. Washington, 5 for 65. CD we held to 41, Coker 2 for 32, and Leggett 2 for 17. He was quiet that game. On the defensive end, TFLs, we had, wow, 4 from Osa Odighizuwa, I think is how you pronounce that. 3 from Wallace, 3 from Scorton, and oh my goodness, Derrick Brown was 1 TFL away from actually getting his breakout. That's crazy. Sacks, Osa had 2.5, Bobby Brown had 1.5, Wallace had 1, Jones had 1, and Scorton had half a sack. And then interceptions, the rookie Ransom with 2, and Damani Richardson with 1. Love to see the young guys getting picks. That is going to do it for this week's episode as well, boys. I hope you all enjoyed as always. Not an insane, like, offensive or defensive performance, but just a good game all around. We kept it out of reach from the Cowboys at the end there. We almost choked. I'm not going to lie. That safety will not go in a highlight reel, but we got the dub, and that's what matters. Panthers continue on their undefeated win streak through the regular season before taking on next week's opponent, the Jets. If you guys did enjoy, as always, be sure to drop a like on the video. Subscribe if y'all are new and watching the series. Follow along. Go check out the other episodes if you haven't. Thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Stay handsome. Peace.